Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is May 4th, the unofficial holiday of Star Wars and Star Wars fans.
Yeah, man. May the 4th be with you, Stone.
Same to you, Felix. May the 4th be with you. You know that this day, as the unofficial Star Wars holiday, dates back to 1979.
It's been around that long?
It truly has, but its popularity has increased more recently with the release of the additional films.
How many Star Wars movies are there?
I can think of 11 off the top of my head, but there are 9 in the main storyline.
9? Wow, I've never seen any of them.
What, girl? You've never seen a single Star Wars movie?
No, I know I'm in the minority, but I just haven't seen any. My friends tell me I should binge them all from the beginning.
Which beginning?
I don't understand what that means. A beginning is a beginning.
That's not necessarily how it works in the Star Wars universe, Bonnie.
Star Wars was the first movie?
Well, yes, but that wasn't the beginning.
How is the first movie not the beginning?
Okay, listen. Star Wars was the first movie, then it had 2 sequels. Then years later, they released the prequels, which were kind of like sequels to the original sequels.
The prequels were sequels?
The prequels were prequels, but yes, they were the sequels to the original sequels.
So they released the sequels, then released the prequels to those sequels?
Yes.
And did the prequels have sequels, or were the sequels to the sequels the prequels?
The prequels each had sequels, but all 3 prequels were the prequels to the sequels.
So when they released Star Wars,
You were watching the sequel to the prequels. Then they released 2 more sequels.
which movie starred actress Daisy Ridley?
Oh, those were the sequels.
To the prequels?
No, to the sequels. The sequels to the prequels were the original sequels. You're talking about the sequels to the sequels.
So Star Wars was the first of the prequels to the sequels with Daisy Ridley?
Now you're catching on. The first Star Wars was a part of the prequels to the sequels with Daisy Ridley, but the first sequels released after the initial sequels were the prequels to the sequels.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. So which movie should I watch first?
Well, Felix and I are of an age where we would say to start with the original sequels, then watch their sequels, which are the prequels, then finish with the sequels of the sequels.
Agreed, Playboy. That's how we did it.
But if I start with the original sequels, shouldn't I watch the sequels before I watch the prequels that were sequels?
Or just start with the sequel to the sequels we know as the prequels and watch all of the sequels of the prequels and the sequels to the prequels.
So, watch the story from the beginning?
Yeah, but if she starts with the original sequels, maybe she should start with Rogue One.
Was Rogue One a sequel?
No, Rogue One was a prequel to the original sequels.
Oh, so it came out before the original sequels.
No. Rogue One is a prequel to the sequels, but it was released after the first sequel to the original sequels.
The prequel to the original sequel was a sequel to the sequels, but released after the sequels to the sequels? But after the other prequels.
Rogue One was a prequel to Star Wars, the original sequel. But the Star Wars prequel was released after the first sequel to the sequels that Rogue One is a prequel of.
And after the prequels of the sequels that Rogue One is a prequel of.
I think I'll just watch Harry Potter.
The Force is not strong with this one.
No, it is not. We will be back.